Hello, I'm Loretta McNally and welcome to Heeran's HomeTeam video blog. We're here to keep you informed with tips, education, and information about pertinent real estate matters. Today we're going to cover how to instantly raise your credit score by 50 or more points and clean up your credit. We are pleased to have Ryan Larsen with Regent Financial joining us. He has 10 years with Regent Financial and 12 years total in the mortgage industry. Ryan, I'm sure our viewers are very interested about this subject, so let's get started.
Sounds good.
Okay. Our first question for you today, what is a credit score, and generally, what is the credit score a home buyer needs to move forward to buy a home?
Well, simply put, a credit score is a number that summarizes your credit risk. Lenders like Regent Financial Group look at your credit score to determine your credit risk. The higher the score you have, the less risk that you represent to a potential lender. The lower the score you have, then you're going to have more risk to that lender, and becoming a homeowner can be a bit more challenging. Many lenders require a 640 to get qualified for home financing. At Regent Financial, we can get you qualified with just a 620 credit score.
Okay, great. What influences a home buyer's credit score?
There are 5 main things that impact and influence your credit score. The number one item that impacts your credit score is your payment history. Your payment history in and of itself accounts for 35% of your credit score. So how you've paid your bills in the past is going to play a big part on your credit scores. The number 2 item, and actually accounts for 30% of your credit score, are the amounts that you owe on your revolving debt. So those credit cards that you have, it's okay to have them. You just want to use them responsibly and not charge those things up. The third thing that impacts your credit score and accounts for about 15% is the length of your credit history. How long have you had credit available will show lenders how likely you are to repay a debt as well. The fourth item contributing to your credit score are new credit inquiries. Anytime you apply for credit, that bank or lender is going to have an inquiry into your credit report and reflects on your credit score. So you do want to minimize the number of times you're having your credit pulled. The fifth and final item it accounts for also 10% of your overall score, or the types of credit you have. You want to have a good blend of different types of credit. So it's good to have your credit cards, your installment loans. You want to show that you have the ability to manage various types of credit.
Okay, great. Ryan, that was great detailed information for our viewers. Thank you. Our next question is, what if a potential home buyer does not meet the minimum credit score requirements and she or he really wants to buy that first home?
Well, at Regent Financial Group, when you apply for a mortgage, you'll receive a free credit evaluation. Well, we'll go in depth on what needs to be improved to your credit scores. The credit reports we receive are so detailed that it actually predicts and forecasts what steps are necessary to improve your credit scores to get that number that you desire. Well, most lenders will just simply say no to you, check back in a couple months. We can tell you with great confidence what needs to be done with your credit scores to improve them. Once you take those steps and you give us that documentation, within 72 hours we'll have a new credit report with improved credit scores, allowing you to buy that home.
Okay, great. Next question, can a home buyer work to get their credit score increased?
Yes, they can. They can work to improve their credit scores. More times than not, the number one thing a person can do to have an instant impact on their credit score is simply paying down those credit cards. To maximize your scores, you only want to be using about 30% of your available credit. So let's say your Visa card has a credit limit of $5,000 on there. Well, you really never want to get that balance above $1,500. You want to maintain a balance that is less than $1,500. With the credit reports that we receive, it can tell us exactly which cards to pay down and how much to pay them down by. Once you pay them down, give us a documentation to support that. We'll send it to the bureaus, and within 72 hours you'll have new credit scores and will be much higher.
Oh, great. Good information again. And our last question for today, how does a home buyer get their credit score information?
To find out your credit score, you can simply just complete a mortgage application with myself at Regent Financial. The mortgage application process itself can be completed in as little as 10 minutes, and something can be done right over the phone. From there, we'll be able to get your credit report instantly from all 3 major credit bureaus, Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, and from there we'll be able to tell you exactly how much home you'll qualify for.
Okay, well, great. Again, thank you, Ryan, for joining us today. Please stay tuned for upcoming video blogs. Future topics include how to pick up foreclosure deals, radon, how does Omaha measure up versus the rest of the country, and how to determine if you have too much or too little home buyer's insurance coverage, and more. We will also have industry specialists like Ryan join us from time to time on our videos to give you first-hand knowledge about what is pertinent in their field. If you have friends or family who are looking to buy or sell real estate within the next 3 to 6 months, we would certainly appreciate your referrals. Take care and have a great week.